first step is to put this over 1. You need to factor your denominators. This 9 is 3 times 3, but that's not what you're going to factor. Remember that this is one thing. It's like this is one thing. You need to factor this binomial into its 2 parts. What are they? Plus 3. X minus 3. That's a pattern factor. I cross this one out. Now I do all of this in black. Now it's very important, especially on these really complicated ones, that you use another color when you're multiplying by what's missing. What's missing from this one? 5 plus 3 is my missing term. Factor if you like. And what's missing from here? Both. 5 plus 3, x minus 3. For me, it makes it a lot easier to see what's going on. Now, this is an expression, not an equation. In equations, you can ignore common denominators, except for 0. But in expressions, you have to write your common denominator, which happens to be x plus 3 times x minus 3. There's a 5 plus
2x
plus 6
plus x plus 3.
Multiply these. And then simplify. Simplifying an expression. Give an x squared. Give a 2x plus 2 all over x plus 3, x minus 3. It's a good idea to write your disclaimers. They don't bother with these because they're just Algebra 1 worksheets. They don't even bother with worrying about it. But I think that you guys should worry about your domain restrictions. X is not equal to 3 or negative 3. You can't have zeros in your denominator. 0 is okay. 0 is not a problem. The other thing you want to look at is checking to see if you could factor this. If this had a minus 3 right here, then it would be factorable and you'd be able to cancel one of these. As it is, there's nothing you can simplify. This is non-factorable. If this was a 3 in the middle, it would be factorable, but you wouldn't cancel it. As it is, just leave it alone. The word that goes with this one was grade. So you put the word grade in the G box. Try I. Try yourself. Very important to work ahead of you if possible. Remember the very first thing, don't forget to change this. No subtraction with fractions. Change it plus a negative 10, which is 2 over 1. And you should be good to go. So what's missing? What's missing from this one? Should have multiplied by x plus 5. I'm going to go through it pretty quickly. Should have multiplied this one by? And this one by? Both. X plus 5, x minus 3. By the way, when you multiply those together, and you're going to have to do that, you're going to get x squared plus 2x minus 15. Your common denominator, right? I like to write that first. I have x minus 3, x plus 5. What's that? 10x plus 15. You distribute the 10 in both parts. You distribute the negative 10 to both parts. That's negative 10x plus 30. You distribute the 2 to every part. We get 2x squared plus 4x minus 30. And when you add like terms, it works out really nice because you've got a 10x and a negative 10x. You've got a 30 and a negative 30. And the only thing in the numerator is 2x squared plus 4x plus 50 all over x minus 3, x plus 5. You should write your disclaimers. You should also see if you can factor the numerator. You can factor a 2 out. Do you see that? It's a good idea to do that just to see what happens because we're hoping that we can factor this into 2 parts and maybe do some canceling. That's 2 times x squared plus 2x plus 25. This is non-factorable. You can't factor this. The only factors of 25 that you have a product for is 5 times 5 or 25 times 1. And if you add those together, you certainly don't get 2. This would be the factored form. I think they wrote it like this one without factoring it, didn't they? And it was the. So you put that in the I box. On a different page, we're going to do equations.